I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Dragons of Starfall. Tonight we are rejoining the party after King Longpike has sent Angelica to go give Maxius a message, and the rest of the party has stayed behind in Langenberg so as to try to keep the king safe from any would-be assassins that show up. They were jumped as they were talking to the king last time by the same assassins that they had dealt with in the sewers beneath Langenberg, and uh, between them and the encounter that they had the first time here with the red-haired lady and the assassins in the sewer, they are relatively sure that she might have something to do with all of this as well. And of course, with Maxius being known to have a plot against King Longpike of Langenberg here, it is, starting to add up that perhaps there is some overarching plot or conspiracy going on here, and so that is kind of where we pick up with you guys. Just you know trying to figure out where you go from here and what you do, as you probably remember. uh, King Longpike did, of course, extend his hospitality to you, um, giving you, rooms in his castle, and uh, food from his pantry, and basically treating you like members of the court for now. And so you have rested and eaten and all of that, well, Lady Angelica was, prepared and sent off, and um, so now you have time in your downtime, either you know after supper or after breakfast, if you just go to bed. Some of you can have a more clandestine meeting while everybody else is in bed or whatever you want to do. So I'm gonna kind of open
All right.
open the sandbox up and let you kids splash around for a little bit, and then we'll see, you know, uh, where you guys wanna go and what you wanna do from there.
So we have the dwarf in the ship right now, right? He's kind of locked in a room down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Of
he's
course
like in the
he's
brig.
Of course, yes. Of course, he's not alone, um, because you have Captain Cutthroat and her crew, still keeping him captive. So he is under eye right now. Also, that being said, um, it's called the hold.
The hold. All right. So we're in the king's quarters in his castle. Is there like an advisor anywhere near, or maybe like a servant that I can just speak to while like I'm kind of like leaving my room looking
Who
for
was that
people?
heroic guy that was in the battle? What about that guy?
John Le Epee, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken cordon bleu.
Yeah, that guy. So let's is he around? I mean, I don't know where he stays. Does he stay in the castle?
Yeah, he does. Of course, much like um, an office building
Mm-hmm.
or something like that, your position kind of determines what floor you're on and
I
all
got
of
it.
that.
Yeah.
And so, although you guys are like, you know, honorary guests and all of that, like he didn't have honored rooms available, even if he was willing to give them to you.
Okay.
And so you guys are, kind of on the lower quarters. Um, it's not really explained whether this is meant to be an insult to you or whether it was the only rooms available, but either way, you do have, servants out and about and, doing all of that stuff. So there's always a servant nearby to talk to. Advisors uh, tend to, be on the higher floors as well. And then, of course, Le Epee and King Longpike's uncle stay very close to the king on, the top floors. And so they would be, I don't want to say inaccessible or anything like that, because um, that's not quite the way that it works around here. But like, again, like an office building, you're talking about like, senior partners with their names in the title, and you guys are like, first week interns. And so it's
Got
not
it.
it's not that
In the
you're like,
basement.
yeah, it's
It's
not
only
that.
been a day, right? They've only known us for a day, despite
Right.
I
rescuing
think
them.
this is the morning after. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. And so,
So
you're not barred outright from talking to any of these
yeah,
people
we
or
we we
anything
just have
like
to make
that,
an
but
appointment. I see what you mean.
yeah.
Okay, it's fine. But so before I do that, how you guys? Would you say we meet up like in the kitchen? We get some breakfast and we can chat.
So we got a long rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and the beds are freaking, dude. I asked Zane. I said, Zane, was your bed as comfortable as mine?
It was very nice.
Yeah, dude. I farted so hard in the bed. Felt so good, man.
Wait, so does that mean Zane climbed into bed with you to test the comfort of both beds, or how'd that work?
It's just assumption.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cause you asked him if it was as comfortable as yours, so like only through the scientific method could that be determined.
Well, I don't know I don't know how to fight that, but any, anyways, I kind of like So we're eating what are we eating, grog, or what is it called? Not grog, gruel.
Gruel.
Oatmeal.
Yeah, we're eating oatmeal
But
basically.
you guys aren't on the ship, so like you don't have to eat gruel. They have
Bacon.
everything. Well, they do have bacon, but
All right, we're eating bacon.
they also have like breads and cheeses and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I'm not as surprised with all the accoutrement because we kind of already spent a lot of time in castles. So
Yeah.
we're pretty used to the treatment at this point,
Would I be
living the
able
high
to
life.
pay someone to take, like, if I gathered up a big plate full, could I have somebody take it down to the docks and give it to the ship? Like, pay some kitchen boy?
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, you can get a point of inspiration for that as Captain Cutthroat and her crew are completely, um, appreciative of getting some fresh food since
Yeah,
they do
let,
spend a lot of time on the river and.
let's send in some fruit.
I'll give one of those Tusky coins to the kitchen guy, the platinum coins, which is what, 10 gold pieces?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Okay, so now that everybody's here, we can discuss. So over the night, I was planning, or I was thinking, and I think this dwarf here. I know we don't trust him uh, outright, but I do think. I believe Riggs was telling me that he thinks it's a good idea that we can maybe meet with his higher ups and really figure out if the crown's special, and then maybe offer a trade. They're helping the defense of Langenberg for the crown. What do you guys think of that?
That's actually a really good idea.
Instead of giving the guy the crown, Brawler had a great idea. He said we should go, or not Brawler, excuse me. I'm sorry. Riggs had a good idea, and he suggested that we go meet with the dwarfs. What do you? I mean, I think
The
that
only
sounds like a
the
good
only
idea.
problem with that is if we make that bargain, then that gives the dwarf the assumption that we have the crown, that we're holding it back, which may not work in our favor.
No.
Well, of course, we're gonna promise like we're gonna help him search for the crown.
We can say we know where it is, but we don't have it.
Right.
Yeah,
We
as
can
long as
say we
we
think Maximus
I
has
don't
it or
think we
something.
even need to go that far. I think we should just say that we'll help him find it, like put all of our effort toward helping him find it if he can help us with this issue.
Yeah, this is
Brilliant.
like a we could tell him like this is like an emergency. Like if we can have you guys help defend against Maxius, we're gonna help. I forgot what the guy's name was, but we're gonna help him search for the crown. And we could tell him all of our like all of our references and shit. So we've done pretty
What
good.
if the dwarves are on the side of Maxius?
Well, then we're fucked. So let's just hope. I don't think so. I think the dwarves are on the
Well,
side of the dwarves.
we'll just
So
keep it simple. We'll just ask him to take us to his boss, and that we have information on the crown.
yeah, exactly. That's
yeah.
exactly what we're gonna do. I think that works. I mean, we could. So let's
We
So
can
let's
s-
say it takes Lady Angelica. By the way, how are the weeks calculated in this world? Is it a week by 7 days or is it a 10 day?
Wait, what?
Are the weeks 10 days?
No, it's a standard week.
Okay. So I'm gonna say so it's gonna take Lady Angelica about a week and a half before she returns. So I think we have some time to hike up to, I'm assuming, Golgeshelmir, which is not too far north of here, and meet with the dwarves. Before we go, I do want to try to get I do want to maybe ask one of the advisors, probably Leep, because he seemed very formidable on the battlefield. I want to know what he knows about the dwarves and their relations with Langenberg. Maybe they wouldn't even consider helping us. Um, so do you guys want to go meet with him?
Let's do it.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. So I'm gonna look for one of the servants around, and I'm gonna kind of like fetch him over, and or call him over, and I'm gonna ask him, "Excuse me, sir or ma'am. I don't want to assume your gender. Can we make an appointment with Sir Leep today? We just need to discuss some matters about what happened last night."
Well, I am a man, so thank you. Uh,
You're welcome.
but
He him.
anyway, the you know counselors and protectors of the king you need to go to the uh, what would that be called? The actual court or whatever, um, and you know, ask for them. Um, that they are not to be disturbed in their rooms, but when they make their way down to court, you know, you can ask for them.
Okay. Can you give us directions to the court?
Is everyone pretending the king's dead now, or is he going to die in the next couple of days? How's that going to work?
We haven't really discussed that with him. We don't
It's
really
like,
know.
hold
Oh, I
on.
just want to know how they're acting. We don't have to go too much into it.
Yeah.
I just wonder if they're pretending now or if they're.
We should probably ask Leep about that. He'll tell us all about that. I think he's the
Yeah, good
general,
idea.
right? DM.
Yeah,
He's like the commanding officer.
yeah, Lepe is the head of the army basically.
So Rig says, I understand what the normal process was, but we were just in battle with him yesterday. He knows who we are. He should be able to trust us after what we did. Why do we have to go through all this red tape?
Well, I don't know what tape is, but regardless, you guys can go do whatever you want, and like my name's Paul, and that's between y'all.
Okay, Paul. I appreciate you. Let's just go to the court, guys, and meet with Ip.
Riggs gives Paul a dirty look.
I don't know what tape is, but that was funny. Let's go to the court. Let's go ahead and make our way over there, finish up breakfast, and then go talk with Lep.
Yeah, the king was pretty generous with his praises, so I don't think we're going to get in too much trouble if we just want to meet with somebody.
Yeah, he seemed pretty chill. I mean, I maybe it was just because he was happy that he didn't die and he was gracious to us, but we'll see how much he like stays cool. So let's go ahead and go to the court.
Yeah. All right. So you know, it's kind of early yet, so the king has not made his way to court. You look around, you see, you know, several well dressed um, men and women, uh, you know, clearly various courtesans and courtiers. Um, you know, nobody that really appears to be too important or I mean, I don't know what the right word would be here, but they just don't necessarily seem like the people that you're looking for or that can get you, you know, where you want to go. And then, you know, you look and you see uh, that the Duke, Long Pike, the king's uncle, has, you know, arrived and is kind of uh, sitting off on a side table, uh, being approached by some people that you know have scrolls and uh, they're trying to like you know show him
Give
some
him
stuff.
give him paperwork. Yeah. Okay. So can we just let's just walk over to the table and kind of like cut in front of everybody and then like just be like I'm aware I'm gonna approach and I'm gonna say Duke
Well,
Longpike.
hold on. As you start to cut in front of everyone, a man in a very expensive looking suit uh, kind of like stands his ground as best he can, although with your, you know, size and everything, you know, and then as you kind of muscle him out of the way, you know, he's like, hey, excuse you,
And I say we're guests of the Duke. And then
and
I
I am the Royal Treasurer, we are discussing matters of important royal finance right now.
Sir, we just need a minute with the Duke.
And the finances of this country need his attention.
I walk up to him, I grab him by the lapel and say, "We are here about the assassination attempt that happened yesterday on the king. If anything is more important to that, you spill it out now."
You tell him.
Sir, I'm waiting for your response. Is your money more important than the king's life?
He's thinking. He's thinking. Give him time to think. He's like, I don't know what to say. I've just been owned.
Well, okay, so this is DM here.
Yeah, I know.
I am never quite sure what the correct response is in these situations, because grabbing a noble in the court, my first thought was that Duke Longpike stands up, draws his sword, and has you arrested. Obviously, I don't want to do that in a game where, like, you guys have a different expectation of how these sorts of things should play out. And so I am kind of trying to determine if there is another appropriate response that would convey that, putting your hands physically on a member of the court is frowned upon without going to that extent. But then I've also heard the feedback about, like, NPCs being obstinate and everything, but of course you guys are the ones who pushed your way to the front. And so I'm perfectly okay with all of this, but
I mean, if that's fine. That's not gonna hurt my feelings on something like that. I mean, again, I said it loud enough for the Duke to hear that we have information about the assassination attempt on that. If he wants to arrest me for it, that's fine. I'll go sit in jail. I'm
Well,
sure
the
once
Duke
we
was
get
the one that died, right?
Yeah, we
Who we brought
saved
back.
him. Yeah, we gave him health.
So we could just kind of like,
What
look,
I
buddy,
assume
trust
what
us. Just
happened
give us
is
5 minutes. Like,
yeah. I mean,
well, yeah, what I
I
assume
would
what happened
assume
is
if we saved
when
his ass, we would have some standing. But
We should have some
yeah
goodwill.
yeah I assume when Zane grabs his lapel, dude, the Duke is just like, stop it, you guys come here. Like he would just wave us over, be like, what do you need?
yeah, like he was dead.
That's what I
Then.
assume.
He
Like
was
we kind of
almost
helped
like
him.
on the. He was
yeah,
gone.
well, I see the reason why I needed to go outside the character and put my DM hat on to talk about this is because these kinds of situations come up from time to time, and I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to imply that it's a problem for me.
Okay, I
But
have a curiosity. If that's not the way we just kind of like go up to the Duke, I mean, are we supposed to like, I don't know, because you said there wasn't anybody important, like somebody we can't like make an appointment with. There, you were like, there's just some like nobodies in here. So like, and then as soon as I see the Duke, I'm like, oh, there's our guy. Let's go talk to him.
what I
Like I
said,
don't know, are we supposed to make an appointment and like wait like 4 days and then like finally get to talk to him? And
no,
I don't know,
no,
just
no, no, no. What I said was that it's nobody that you recognize as somebody who could, like, help you get closer to the king, or like nobody important enough for you guys to know about or care about. That doesn't mean that they're not important to the kingdom. you know these are just like any other royals and nobles and all of that. These are all like distant relations of important people, and people who have proven themselves worthy through, like, good service and all of that in order to obtain the positions in the court that they have. So, like, everybody here is under the king's protection in the sense that, you would not go into the governor's house or the White House. If you were invited to the White House, you wouldn't just start like grabbing on random, congressmen and senators or even their aides, because you don't know like who's who.
But we could have a spell that turns people into snakes.
Yeah, and
That works in the
I'm a
White House.
paladin. Yeah, I'm a paladin that shoots magic out of his sword.
Well, yeah, and that's why, what I was saying there was that like this is also a game, and I don't want to have the game uh, devolve or not be fun because you guys have one expectation of like, oh yeah, of course we should be able to go, rough up the guards and rough up the court and do these sorts of things, and like everybody um, would try to appease us as opposed to oppose us.
Well,
And
how about
and
how about this? How about we retcon it? I didn't grab his lapel. I went up and stood up him and yelled in his face instead of grabbing him. Would
yeah.
that work for you?
Oh no. We can do you grabbing him, and I'm not going to take it to the extreme. Only I hate to take this time during the session to explain this, but because like this is a more extreme example of a situation that has come up in the past, I just wanted to make sure that I understand, you know, where you guys are coming from with your expectations of how something like this would play out, and then kind of laying out like what my first thought was, just based off of like, my understanding of castle life and all of that. They're kind of like, a police force, or you know Congress, or whatever, you want to like think of them as. But either way, like they're all one big team, and even like lower ranking members, you wouldn't want to assault them, per se. Now I understand that, you guys, some of your characters have a more rough edge to that. Arn shoving his way to the front and everything, like, the guy reacted, offended, but he backed off, and he certainly wasn't, you know, trying to challenge Arn to a physical fight or anything. Um, so that's where that character was coming from. There was no intention of having an NPC be obstinate and get in your guys' way. But then when you just shoved him out of the way, that's when he became offended. And there were several others who like just put up with it, but I kind of determined that out of a grouping of like, let's say 5, that like one of them was gonna be like, oh, who do you think you are, and so you can go up to him and grab him, and the Duke is going to stand up and say, what is the meaning of this?
I'm gonna kind of like pull Zane off of the guy and then tell the guy like I apologize. My friend here's rough around the edges. Hey,
No, when we only need 5 minutes, and then we'll be out of here, and there won't be a problem.
yeah,
It seems that he's rough around my advisors.
Zane, can you step outside for a moment just to give these guys some space, let them cool off?
And I just look at the Duke and it says, "You're welcome for your life. I was the one who healed you out of death." And I walk away.
Well,
Thank you, Zane.
I'll step out.
Oh
too.
snap!
And I keep walking. I don't care what he says. I keep walking.
yeah, and he's like, I charge with keeping the peace.
I walk up to the table and I say, Duke Longpike, I'm sorry for the trouble we're causing, but we need to share information, and we need to figure out what the plan is going to be in order for the success of the mission.
I thought that everything was covered, and Lady Angelica was given the message, and you guys were gonna stay around here to help keep the king safe.
Yes, sir. But we don't do very well just twiddling our thumbs. We are adventurers. We have an idea of how we may be of use.
Do you want to ask him about the lady?
So I
Maybe he
want
can
to ask
help.
him a couple things. Like, so real quick, I'm gonna ask him. So first, just just wondering, Golgeshomir, is this Golgeshomir, right? That's north of
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Okay, Golgeshmir. I tell him, is there any bad relation with Golgeshmir and the independent nation of Langenberg?
Well, I mean, Gortaland is a pretty powerful, kingdom here in the border kingdoms. You've got Benhemia, you've got Gortaland, you've got Machia. Um, all of these kingdoms are pretty powerful, and they you know all outweigh Langenberg by quite a bit. But Langenberg has managed to stay independent by being like really powerful warriors. And so the relationship that most people have with Langenberg is kind of like the relationship that they would have had with like um, the Swiss, where like you hire Langenberg soldiers and mercenaries and make Langenberg wealthy in the process. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you uh, are like allies with Langenberg. Like you wouldn't necessarily come to their aid,
Yeah,
but you also like not many countries want to be the one to like go to war with Langenberg either.
got it. So
So I
I
just
want
want
to
to
ask.
ask. Sorry, I just. Oh, sorry, I cut off there. Um, why Golgashmir? Is it like did the dwarf actually name it, or is it just because it's the only town we know of that there's dwarves?
I
Like,
mean,
did he say?
that's the kingdom of the dwarves, right? The DM, isn't it?
No, no, the
I
Golgashmir is a gold mine that was gifted to the peoples of Caldonia, back when the border kingdoms was still like Caldonia proper, and as a gift for helping them defeat the elves, and it's Kisden is the actual dwarven kingdom.
Can we get a map, please?
Yeah, so we don't
Yeah.
really know where he was going to go. His contact could be
Yeah.
in town. He could be the next town over. He could be in a
Yeah.
cave
Well,
with a
that's making me a
waterfall.
little bit less sure about this dwarf now that I thought he was from close. Well, I need to see a map
Yep,
because I'm
yep.
kind of confused.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
Because
It's
my
coming.
impression was that it's worth a lot, but nobody's like going crazy over it. It's an old heirloom.
Yeah. Yeah. You would assume if it was super important, there'll be more than one dude that gets trapped in a cage looking for it.
Maybe he ate the other one.
And why did the cultists want the crown? I don't know.
I think they just took anything that was contraband, right, to make money.
They just stole whatever they could. Maybe. Yeah. And they're not cultists. I guess they're assassins, even though it said cultists.
Oh no, they're both.
Oh, okay. That's great to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to worship something to make their daggers work. So they got some kind of dark talent.
I think they had poison. They didn't really have dark power. They just had poison.
Yeah, but the poison can only be used that are inducted into their cult. We can't use it. The poison we have is stuff that was just picked up off the contraband.
Yep.
They worship a snake god.
Okay, so
Maybe.
you guys are down in Waterran by Benhemia there.
Yes.
Gordeland is the one that has Golgishmire and all that, which is right next to the Kisden Mountains, which stretches up through Carpathia, where Kastra and all that
Ooh.
is, and
Okay.
then Kar Kisden and all of that is the Dwarven
Okay.
kingdoms up there.
I see. Okay, so I was confused. Golgashmir was the mine that we went really far deep into, the gold mine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, okay. I thought Kisden and Golgashmir were swapped. And Kar Kisden is very far away from Langenberg, so I don't know if we would have time to make it there, guys, if we do the dwarf. Okay, so that was the first question. But so we're not wasting too much of his time. I want to ask him: we really want to be? I tell him we want to be a part of the war council. We think that we are necessary for the plan to succeed. Is there a day that we would be meeting soon?
Maybe Maxius has some friends in town that we can get rid of.
Well, you can certainly wait around for the king to, come to court today and talk to him. And then
Okay, when?
give me just 1 second. I gotta do something.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
But I can
Riggs,
hear
like
you,
to-
so
I would-
feel free to ask your next question.
Yeah. So out of
I'd
character.
like to
So
find some friends of Maxius if there is some here and just slap them down.
I think the friends of Maxius are the assassins, dude. We've been slicing them down.
So then we should go for the red-haired lady.
Well, let me speak for a second. So Brawler, the dwarf idea was a good idea. It's just I didn't know that the Dwarven Kingdom was like thousands of miles away from Langenberg. We're very far. There's no way we'll be able to make it within like the week and a half that Angelica is going to be gone.
Yeah.
And I assume that Waterran is going to be, because we know that Waterran is going to be attacking in like the next 2 weeks. From the information that we've been able to surmise.
Where's the next fight?
Yeah. So I think maybe instead. So what I want to do is be a part of the war council and maybe hear what his plan is, and then maybe give some feedback on his plan, on the king's plan, so we can make this work flawlessly. And then if he has a good idea, the king, like if his plan is pretty decent, then maybe we just go with it. So let's just attend this council. Let's see what happens. We got to be on our best behavior. These are like politicians. These are like people who have real lives. They're not adventurers.
So we're gonna wait for an appointment with the king, right?
Well, he's coming soon. Well, I don't know about soon, but he's coming today. Said the Duke. So if we just hang around here in the court, we wait for the king to show up. We assume that he's going to discuss the events of last night and make a plan of what he's going to do to defeat the oncoming attack of Waterran. Because it's not just Waterran that we're scared of. We're scared of Lorde, Draggy, Harward. All these places. They all were meeting with Maxius, so they're on his side. Like they're gonna attack Langenberg. They want to gain control of Benhemia here. Of this.
Well, a suggestion would be that when we meet with the king, I'm sure he's got advisors and people who will
Mm-hmm.
have some idea about what's going on in town.
Mm-hmm.
He would probably have maybe some stealth missions, whatever you want to call them, some undertakings for us to maybe eliminate some of people who are sympathetic to Waterrand,
People on the
Maxius.
inside.
Yeah, that are maybe stationed in Langenberg.
Yeah,
I mean, again,
let's hope the kingdom knows a little bit about the main group of assassins that are after them. Hopefully their investigators have done some work and we can like compare notes and stuff.
And kind of speaking of the assassins, one of the things I was thinking about with the dwarf is we need. I would like to question the dwarf again and just ask him about, or kind of explain to him about the crowns. Like you were down there looking for the crown with those assassins. Maybe he has some information about them and is more willing to give us some information that would help us as well. I mean, if they took the crown and stuff like that, and he was down there, he may have some more information about it that we could use.
Yeah, I also maybe after we get information from that guy, we let him go though, because I don't know if he'll be quite sympathetic to us if we leave him in there for 2 weeks while we do this mission. I don't know if he'll want to help us.
All right,
Yeah,
that sounds
going
good.
from one prison to another doesn't usually brighten your mood.
One night is like, okay, that's fine. Like we just needed to make sure you weren't gonna run away or something. But
we just tell him we put him over there to protect him. We knew he wouldn't stay, but we want to help him. Now we're going to let him go. Now that we have the crown, it's not down there. We can tell him we'll go back in there and help him search everywhere if he really wants to go back in there and search.
Yeah, we'll make him a sandwich and kick his ass on the road.
Huh.
Okay. So yeah, I say we just wait and let's see what happens here. When the king arrives. I'm gonna go outside and with where Electo and Zane are stepping, and I'm like, hey guys, Zane, I totally agree with what you're at with your actions, but I think you should come in and maybe apologize to that guy. That way we can sit in front of the king.
Eh,
Maybe
that's
you don't have
fine.
to apologize. Just come in and like don't look at him.
No, I'll look at him. I'll talk to him.
You're gonna give him the stink eye.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right,
walk
behave
in.
yourself though.
No.
No.
No. I got this. So Zane will walk back in. Do we still see the little treasury dude?
I'm
Yes.
assuming they're still huddled up around that desk.
Is he
Yes.
still all around there?
Yes.
I walk right up to him. I don't even look at him. I look at the Duke. Your Duke ship. I hope everything we got worked out.
Sure, I guess.
Great.
I don't know what we worked out. I'm sorry. Did I miss something?
Well, I missed everything. I was outside.
Oh, okay. So,
But I just wanted to apologize to you for making an ass of myself in front of Squirrely over here.
I'm
I hope
pretty
he does
sure
pick up
I'm
his-
pretty sure you made an ass of Lord or I should say Count de Monet.
Yeah. Yes. Count the money. Right.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Demone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to say
Little blazing saddles.
Yeah.
yeah. As for the dwarves, I mean, so now we know that Langenberg doesn't really have enemies, which is good, which is great. So that means there are people that would maybe take money in order to help Langenberg, or a favor, or maybe a crown.
Right.
But that's I don't know, guys. I think his Karkistan is way too far away. Like, can you guys see the map? There's no way we're going.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
It's just
that's like a freaking month's travel.
Yeah.
So I think we just need to sit in this council and then see what his plan is. I don't think there's any chance of a reinforcement in this battle, so we're gonna have to use what we have here. Maybe we can help. Let's just see what they say. I think.
do you want Zane and I could just go back to the ship? We don't all have to hang around here in the castle.
I mean, up to you guys. You guys don't have to stay. I'm gonna stay because
I'd like to go back and
just
just give the dwarf some, make sure he's fed and that he's ready. So when you guys are done, we can decide where he goes.
Yeah, I mean, you guys cool with taking on that task while me and Riggs stay here? Maybe Electo. I don't know who else.
Yeah, I'm very
that's fine.
cautious about the ship. I want to make sure that everybody there is happy. I don't want them to disappear on us when we need them, so I'm trying to keep an eye on it.
Okay. Who wants to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
I don't want to go back to the ship.
Yeah, me neither. I need to stay here and talk to the king. What about you, Electo? Are you going or are you staying?
I'll stay.
All right, so we can sneak away then. Let's disappear.
All right. And
Grab anything you see of interest on the way.
Hey, Electo. Before we start this meeting, do you have experience? You have experience in like actual war, correct?
Yes, definitely so.
So I think I wonder if are there wizards of Langenberg? Not really, right? There's just a city of warriors, correct?
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe so. Don't be afraid to speak up, Electo, and tell them that you fought for the. I don't know if you want to share information, but that you've been in a battle and you know how to kill a lot of people with magic. So just bring that up, maybe.
Yeah. Out of character, I know nothing about this, but I'm sure in character, I have experience in like military tactics and stuff I could advise on,
Yes.
that sort of a thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I wanted to stay here and help him figure out his plan. I mean, not that I don't trust the strong warriors of Langenberg, but we are pretty strong ourselves. Because like, I mean, level 8. So like, this is like some like meta stuff, but like level 8, like not a lot of people get to like level 8. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people are level 8. Like soldiers are usually like level 1 or 2 or 3 even. Like so we're pretty strong. So I think we have a lot of use in this battle. We're like mutants, kind of, you know. Like we have powers. Okay, so let's wait patiently. I cross my legs like a good boy.
Yeah. So, you guys, hang around, and the king does eventually make his way into the court. This is well after breakfast, and probably well after what would be lunch, although in a medieval society, there's not really too much of a fuss made over a midday meal. It's, you know, um, usually the evening meal that is more of a to do. And so for some time, everyone is, just kind of milling about, talking to everybody, like trying to get business done, get politics done, whatever. And then all of a sudden, there's a retinue of personal bodyguards that enters, and uh, everybody, like, some people were like kind of half asleep at little benches and everything, but like everybody like snaps to attention like a judge entering a courtroom. And um, the king, Longpike, enters and sits at his throne. He is not wearing his usual, you know, kingly attire, and is instead uh, dressed in his like night uh, nightgown, and is very disheveled. And he comes and he sits on his throne and he says, "People of Langenberg, I come to you today, fresh from my bed, with no sleep. I tossed and turned, and finally summoned my closest advisors, whom I was with until the wee hours in the morning, and went to think and ruminate upon the advice that my advisors advised me of. And after pondering the possibilities for hours and hours, after praying to the gods in their wisdom to grant me the wisdom to see the path forward for Langenberg, for all of us, for, the kingdom. Long live the king. And here is the situation. Benhemia has been taken over by the corrupt Maxius. We have known for some time that his eyes did not just stray to the east, but that he had longings to come west and seize Langenberg as a gateway to New Eglia and Gortaland. We cannot allow this. And I have received reliable word. Step forward, Arn of Frageshelmir.
Yeah, man, I step up, and everybody's sitting down. I like tower over everybody because I'm 7 feet tall.
Are you in your armor?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm always in my armor.
Huh. This man comes to us today after having saved my life from would-be assassins. Remove your helmet.
Okay. So I look around and I'm like, okay, I guess. And then I put like I kind of like put my head down and then I pull the helmet off and then uh you see his very like Scandinavian face, very Viking like. Right now he has his hair in like a ponytail, like a very tight, kind of like a bun on the back of his head, basically. And his beard is pretty short right now. Uh, he's done some trimming, but he's a very very handsome man. And they see this Viking in front of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking very much like Bjorn Ironside almost, and you get quite the reaction from the crowd, and one woman faints, although it well, you guys can roll insight if you like watch her faint.
I mean, I guess I watch her because I'm standing up. Let's see.
Oh yeah,
Two.
no, that looked legit. Electo, you can tell right away that this woman is just like trying to get attention. Arn, yeah, she is trying to draw your attention to her by acting like she's afraid of the big scary foreigner.
I don't even acknowledge. I just kind of walk towards the king, walk forward, because he calls me up, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I walk forward and I kind of take a knee and I say, "Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. I'm just an adventurer, um, but we have seen much battle, and we are not afraid to defend this town of Langenberg. We know the evils that Maxius has caused in the past. We have spoken to people close to him, and we know the atrocities that he has committed on his people. There was a group of individuals that were like-minded like us, like the people of Langenberg. They were independent, and they didn't want to live under the reign of a tyrant. They decided to stand against Maxius and create an opposition. Maxius fought hard, and he was able to drive them away. But in order to convince the people of Wateran that he is the true emperor of Benhemia, he rounded up all the poor and sick people in the town and murdered them in front of everybody on the day of the festival. Do people gasp?
oh yeah, of course.
Nah. Maxius is an evil man. And then I stand up.
No, get
Like,
back down on your knees.
no, it's for effect. I stand up and then I say, and I will not kneel for a false king.
Yeah, well, I was about to do something, so hold
Okay, I sit
hold
down.
on, hold
Okay, my
on.
bad, my bad. I take a knee.
Yeah. All right. So, yes, very much so. All of that. And your DM is awarding you a inspiration point for bringing up the rebels because that is someone who might be able to help
Oh,
us.
allies. Oh
So
shit. You're right.
so that is very good. But I am the king here, and I am no false king, and I name you Arn Brynwulf, Lord and Knight Protector of Langenberg, with your squires to be given honorary titles, and you shall receive a hectare of land and taxes and of course, be charged with protecting it.
So Arn kind of like doesn't know what to say. He goes, "My lord, I do not wish to become, or sorry, excuse me, my king. I do not wish to become a lord. Um, I appreciate the knighthood, but I live the life on the road, and I'm not sure how I would be able to truly command the people in my area. I'm not sure that I'm fit for the job."
Do you see me like out guarding every like hamlet here in Langenberg? You hire people with the money you make.
Oh, okay, that's great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Yeah, man. Does he knight me? Does he get a sword and like
Yeah,
put it on my
yeah, yeah,
shoulders and
yeah,
shit?
yeah. He's like, he was gonna give you everything, but then you cut him off right away, and we're like, fuck your lordship.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that to you.
So yeah, he has you uh, given a new cloak with the symbol of Langenberg on it, denoting you as a lord and knight of Langenberg. And then he also has you given a honorary horse from his stable. You get your choice of any horse from his stable, and then that's just something every knight gets, just like it's the knight starter kit. You know, like here's a cloak that says you're a knight. Here's a horse so that everybody knows
Hmm.
you're a knight. You already have armor and a sword, but because you are now a lord of Langenberg, you are also given a signet ring with the Langenberg symbol on it, so that you can officially seal stuff as a lord of Langenberg.
Dope, man. I'm a fucking lord now. I look back to the to Riggs and Electo, and I kind of smile and give two thumbs.
I look back and go, "Where's the ale?"
And then, and then I take off the green cloak and I replace it with what are the colors of Linkenberg?
1 second. I actually forget off the top of my head, but I do
Mhm.
have that information. So
But yes, in true ceremony faction, true fashion, I take off, my green cloak that I currently have on, kind of dirty, very worn, put it into my bag, and I like, uh, couple the new cloak onto my armor, and I look freaking snazzy, man. I'm a lord now,
yeah,
and a knight. I'm
absolutely.
Lord Knight. Am I Lord Arn Brynjolf in Langenberg?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
All right. So Langenberg
Wha-
is.
Once he steps down, Electo is going to smack him upside the back of the head and say, "I can't believe you almost turned down a lordship."
Right?
I I don't really think I need to be a lord. I prefer the road.
When someone gives you something, you say, "Yes, thank you."
I don't receive gifts. I take what I need.
So this is the symbol of Langenberg.
Okay, so like a gold and blue, or
Yeah,
a silver and blue, or all three.
yeah. The golden charging cavalier is like the symbol, and then that's on a field of white with a blue, stripe.
Got it. Yes, I will gladly don the symbol of Langenberg for this upcoming battle. And then does he allow me to like get up and like go back to
Oh
my
yeah,
seat, or
yeah. He didn't actually try to stop you from standing up before. Just like you were already on your knees, so it was gonna work out perfectly.
I wanted to make a speech. Was a speech not cool, man? That was a cool speech.
It was cool.
It was a great speech. It just didn't segue
The timing
perfectly.
was off. Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the segue didn't completely work
Not
out the way I wanted, and I am the king, and I get my way. God damn it!
Okay. So after I get it, I say, people of Langenberg, I will gladly fight alongside you to protect this independent nation. And then I walk back to my seat.
And King Longpike stands up and says, "With Lord Brynwolf and his capable companions, we shall fight and win against these evil would-be tyrants and invaders. And then a cheer goes up from the crowd, and he says, "Now, all of you, get the fuck out except for my lords, who I need to plan with."
Does that mean we all have to leave except for Arn?
No. He's talking to like all the
Yeah,
rest
you guys
of
are my plus ones.
Right.
Thanks. Great.
You guys have to call me Lord Brynjolf now. You can't call me Arn anymore.
No. I'm gonna call you Arnie.
Yeah. No, Arnie's cool. I like the nickname Arnie. Okay.
I wasn't
So
there.
I know you weren't there, so Zane doesn't even know that I'm a freaking Lord. Or Logan. They're back at the boat. Do we want to cut back to the boat and see what they do?
Yeah, but also they're not going to believe you.
Yeah, that's true.
In
I mean,
fact-
I have the
in
cloak
fact-
and the signaling.
In fact, they're going to think you stole it. You probably just beat up some poor innocent guard again and took his stuff.
Nobody needs to know about that, all right?
Anyway, in fact, right as you're saying that, we cut to the boat, and Logan and Zane are having a conversation about how Arn would like never be a lord. Could you picture him as a lord? No way. Yeah.
That guy? The brute? No.
Yeah. No.
He fucks up buying clothes. How the hell is he going to be a lord?
Right. So we do come back to the boat though, and Logan.
Yeah, I don't know why that guy doesn't want to be king. We could have just taken any crown we've come across. Nobody wants to be king around here.
Logan and Zane, you guys having brought some food, to the boat and all of that. The sailors, I mean, they're into you guys. Like, I mean, not like that into you, but like they want to drink and play games and gamble and arm wrestle and do all of that fun stuff with you guys.
Well, Zane being a sailor, he's all for that. So he's having a great time hanging out with his people, water people.
Yeah. And so, Zane, being, a sailor yourself, you have impressed them to the point where they don't keep drinking the cheap and plentiful ale, and they bust out the rare, limited, and very expensive hard liquors, spiced rums, and exotic mash liquors from all over the lands of Tenerath that they have sailed to.
Nice, very nice. So Zane looks at Logan and goes, "All right, another drinking contest."
Oh, okay. I'm never going to say no to that.
Okay, so you guys start with one Constitution check. Save. This is against poison.
Yes, alcohol is poison. Correct. And it will send you to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oof. Wow. One drink? Yikes.
Well, we've been drinking all day since we got back to the boat. So now here's the hard stuff.
Zane had to drink with them.
You too?
I forgot I have advantage. Oh, so here we go. Let's see. That was a tie.
Zane had to drink with them in order to get in order to get them to bust out the good stuff, and so he has already had quite the number of drinks, and that's his excuse. Logan, not really sure why the first drink didn't really agree with you, but either way, now that you have both failed your first save, you are both.
Oh, I rolled twice because I have advantage. That's why. So the second roll would be with advantage.
Oh, you have advantage. I got you. Oh, my bad.
But I have a suggestion, Zane. How about we down 5 of these bottles and then we throw that fucking dwarf over the side?
And, and so Zane is a little, tipsy, but Logan, you haven't had too much to drink before this. Just your standard amount, like one bottle before breakfast,
Yeah,
and
whatever I could get from the kitchen in the morning.
yeah, and so Zane, uh, you are able to keep drinking. You haven't passed out yet, but
We can
you're
make it to 5. We can do it.
you're at exhaustion 1 now.
All right.
So let me put that on you real quick, and then
Okay, so I'm going to down another bottle.
hold on. Let me exhaust Zane first. All right. So that should give you your disadvantage. Zane.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you can go ahead and roll. You should have your disadvantage on.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no, that didn't work. Hold on 1 second. Oh, because it's a save, not a check. No, that should still be the same one. Huh. Give me 1 second. I just have to double check and make sure I entered this right.
I can just click on disadvantage and roll if you want me to.
No, I know, but I just want to make absolutely sure that I have this right because I should have this right. Exhaustion. Yeah. 1. Huh. Uh, applies disadvantage on checks. Oh, yeah, it's just on checks, not on saves. Okay. You're good.
All right.
So, you guys continue to drink, and although Zane does indeed have a bit more of a buzz going than Logan, um, you guys have both failed your second save, and so as a result, you guys are both starting to slur your words. Um, although, like I said, Zane a little bit more. So now you both advance 1 more in the exhaustion. So now Zane, you're exhausted 2, and Logan, you're exhausted 1.
All right. Well, then I apologize. Out of game. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna kill my character for a drinking contest. I'll just pass out then. I mean, again, if we have to do anything tomorrow, I'm not gonna be. Even if I rest, I'm not gonna get out past the back of exhaustion. So I'm rolling at disadvantage. So
Right, right.
I'm
No,
just gonna. I'm just gonna stop then.
yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, you get until exhaustion 6 before you're dead. You
Yeah,
know.
no, but I mean, again, you're starting to roll at disadvantage and have all these other problems, and
Yep.
I'm not gonna get myself on that. I thought we were just rolling to see if it passed out or threw up or something. I didn't know the drinking thing would do exhaustion. So, all right, I'm done.
All right. So Zane taps out. Logan, you once again are the drinking champion.
Logan's an alcoholic. It's not fair. Logan, you're muted, by the way. I'm not sure if you know.
Is he?
It says on Discord that he's muted.
Uh-oh. And so yeah, no worries though, Zane. if you guys just kind of, take a little rest and nap, when you wake up on the ship, you'll be fine.
All right. Good enough.
All right, and then yeah. So anything else you guys do while you're alone on the ship, or
Are you guys gonna question the dwarf, or are you guys gonna leave him alone? I I thought that's what you guys wanted to do when you guys went there.
No, I'm passed out drunk. I was gonna wait for everybody to. I mean, I was gonna wait for everybody to get back to question. It wasn't gonna be like a private thing.
Mm-hmm. All right, Logan, but I don't know if you know you're muted, man. Oh, he disconnected. I didn't see in the chat. Okay,
Uh-oh.
let's give him a second.
Oh, I see. Hold on, disconnected. Ah. Yeah.
Not I mean to peek behind a curtain, but earlier in the session there was a sixth character on the top there. I wonder who it is.
Huh? Was there?
Yeah, there was another character named like Rio or something. I don't remember.
Oh, that was a first draft character.
Got it.
I need an adult. We're just giving Logan a minute here. In the meantime, we can kind of cut back to, you guys after having met with the king and everything, uh, or not after the private meeting, after the king's announcement. Um, you guys have a little bit of time to like discuss amongst yourselves
Mhm.
before. Uh,
The core empties out. Yeah.
yeah. So like you guys get a second.
I walk back to my what did he call them?
Squires, but your entourage, your aide de camp.
Commendable companions, I believe he called them.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yes.
Wait, what city are we in now? By the way.
Langenberg.
Okay, so you have a manor or something near here?
I have a hectare of land near here, apparently. We're definitely gonna go check out my new house.
Yeah, let's go have a party at your new house.
Well, not yet. We have to stay for the meeting. Remember, I mean, you guys can go. I mean, I'll give you guys the keys, but I really do want to stay for the war meeting.
No, I'll stay.
Yeah, I really need to know what's. I need to have a hand in what's going on here.
Or a sword.
Yeah, I need to have a sword in what's going on here.
Well, you especially do now, 'cause now you're a lord. But
Trying
I
to
also would like to stay. I think that I could be of use to these plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's stay then. But I do go back to you guys, and I'm like, you guys like the new cape? Pretty
You
sweet.
almost didn't get one.
I know it's kind of small for my shoulders. I don't think they make capes in my size.
It does actually look a little ridiculous, like a tie meant for a small child
Yeah,
on
yeah.
on a large man.
Maybe you can get your tailor friend to make you a better one.
Nah, I'm probably gonna ditch this thing after we leave this battle.
This is exactly why this is wasted on you.
I mean, the king obviously saw that I am probably stronger than any of the knights he currently has in his disposal, and he wanted me on his side. I was trained. I was trained classically in knighthood. I was just never knighted. I was. I have actual training. I'm just not a knight. I guess now I am though.
But and also, even though they didn't really like cover the aspects of it too much, like if any of you have ever watched the show Vikings, it does kind of touch on some of the historical precedent that was set by the European kings. There's a reason why Normandy exists. It was land given to the Vikings because they wanted them to settle there and help them protect the land from other Vikings.
Kind of
And
give them a reason to protect the land. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, exactly. And so, although Langenberg is nowhere near Storest and Sakhalin, well, Makia more, but the northern border kingdoms where the Vikings still have influence, although not as much. Even though Langenberg is nowhere near there, like they do know all about your fighting prowess, and with Waterran and Maxius, kind of breathing down their throats and giving them, pause for concern. Um, they see this shining golden god of a warrior standing 6.5 feet tall, and riding in.
Almost 7.5, 7'4", by the way.
I'm sorry. 7'4". Just riding in. Waddling in because he can't keep everything contained under his tabard. They're gonna. Sorry, they're gonna want you on their side, and then after the events of last night, like you guys said, you have earned a considerable amount of favor and all of that. You're here to get your reward. Just try not to beat up the help too much, and you guys should all leave here with some money and fame.
Yeah, man. I mean, an estate is pretty cool. I have like a little cool estate now, right?
Yes. Although you haven't been there yet, so he's given you this, and will have his people like show you where it's at and all of that. But
After the meeting, of course. Yes.
yeah, of course. It's not like modern times where you can just pull up Google Earth and be like, here it is. Google Tenerath.
Okay. I
So
say let's get moving.
yeah. So are you back, Logan?
Yeah, it's working now.
Excellent. So I just want to real quick wrap up with the boat, and then we'll do the meeting with the king. I just wanted to give you guys a moment to, set any plans, for how you were going to go about doing this with the king. But back at the boat, these drunkards kind of, nap a little, and then they want to kind of grab the dwarf, or I don't know.
Well, Zane wants to leave him alone, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave all of my shit with. Sorry, my push talk went on. I'm going to leave all of my shit behind, and I'm going to go talk to the dwarf, and then I'm going to go into the cell where he is, and then I'm just going to pass out there and make sure the door's closed behind me. I was going to pass out in the same room with the dwarf, like, hey, buddy, and then I'm just going to fall down there and door closes. So he's locked in there, but I'm still there.
You're in the cell with him?
Yeah, I'm going to pretend to be passed out and if maybe catch a little nap.
All right.
I left all my shit with Zane, like emptied all my pockets, my pouches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I left it all. I'm just going to see what he's going to do. Like, is he going to choke me while I'm drunk and passed out? I don't know.
I definitely thought crossed my mind. But anyway, no, as you close your eyes and fade to black, that is, also what happens with the boat scene. Everybody's asleep, and so we cut back to King Longpike, and he motions Arn and the rest of, Duke Longpike and uh, Captain Lepe, and you guys are looking down at a map, and it's one of those really cool, like, old school table maps where it covers the whole table, and it's got all the different terrain features and cities, and then he's got all the little, like, miniature models of, like, the different army types that he has available to him, and he's, like, laying them all out. And as he's laying them all out and, showing you everything, you notice, this army, there's a reason why they can't really be defeated. And it's because they are basically like the model of efficiency when it comes to troop type and distribution.
Mhm.
They have very light infantry scouts that are, basically used as skirmishers, and uh, what would the right, like, word of it be? But, like, they do the thing where they engage the enemy in a fighting retreat to draw overconfident forces in against the light infantry before closing ranks with some of the most impressive long pikes, crossbowmen, and then their big claim to fame, like, reason why they are so feared on the battlefield is they then have units of hypogriffs that just come riding in like basically aerial cavalry, and they lance everything that is like putting up any kind of resistance into just the ground. And so he's laying out all of these troop types, and I mean, they got other stuff too, I mean,
Mhm.
of course, but like these are the main Langenbergian forces. The light infantry scouts, the heavy long pike infantry, the crossbow ranged support, and then the aerial heavy cavalry in the form of the hypogriffs.
Okay. So numbers wise, I speak up. What do we have at our? I don't want to say disposal, but what do we have numbers wise? Like, are they like like a 5-1 compared to us? Like, how much more
Oh
men?
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Like, I'd say 6-1, 7-1. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Oh no, Zane's power went out. He said.
Oh no.
Fine. Let's just continue.
Well, yeah.
Um, yeah. Hopefully, he comes back soon.
Right.
Uh,
Exactly.
so let's So I say so. Um, we're about 6-1. That's not very good.
Yeah, I like how I said 6 or 7-1, and you're like 6-1. It is. So,
6.5-1.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's just fun.
Be
You're like,
optimistic.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, what
Yeah.
is it, 5-1? I'm like, yeah,
Mm.
6 or 7-1. You're like, six to
Well, the
one. It
hope.
is.
Yeah. So I kind of speak up and I say the hope is, according to our plan, is that Lady Angelica, another one of my companions, currently sending a fake message to Maxius, um, stating that the king of Langenberg here, King Longpike, uh, has been dealt with. So are we still going to go along with the play that you fake your death?
uh, So I do believe that our best plan of attack is to lure Maxius here with talk of a treaty. Is
Oh,
it,
surrender?
yeah, like basically like, okay, look, I am gonna sue you for peace, and what I will give you is my kingdom, like when I
Hmm.
die.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, basically, I mean, basically a surrender. What's the word? I got to think of the freaking word too. But anyway, he's gonna get swallowed up basically by Water Run
Right.
without any struggle. He just wants to sign it over, be like, yes, I concede.
Right.
You, yeah.
It,
Okay, so in order for so we've been thinking we want to. So the men here in Langenberg are very strong. Maxius also uh has a disposal of hippogriffs in his army.
no, he's got griffins.
Oh, griffins. Yeah, we have hippogriffs. Okay. He has a very formidable army, but the men of Langenberg and women of Langenberg are very strong. Our plan is to get them into the walls of Langenberg. Hopefully, close off a quarter of the army inside the walls and try to sack Maxius and kill him, hoping that will stop the commotion now that their tyrant king is dead. That was our idea. How do you? I kind of look over to Leep and to the king, and I say, "Do you have any further plans on a way that we can quickly squash them within the walls? Do we have catapults, ballistas, bombs?" I say.
I I intended to challenge Maxius to single combat once he arrived, to declare that he had attempted to have me regicided, and that as an insult to my honor, that he must now appease it by battling me.
If I may interrupt, Your Highness, I do not believe that would be the best course forward. There are dark forces at work here beyond the realms of men, and calling yourself into such a risky position seems like a prime element for our enemies to attack you.
Hmm.
My king, in order for this plan to work, we have to convince Maxius that there will be no struggle when he arrives to Langenberg. That way, he confidently waltzes into the walls, and we can kill him inside. Maybe we can,
Maxius
instead
is
of kill
no
him, we
fool.
can.
I've never seen him walk into a wall.
Okay, walk into the
through,
city, I
through,
guess.
through the gates. Through the
Yeah,
gates.
walk through the gates. We know a little bit of Maxius. We've been able to gather information and intel. He's a very stuck up man. He believes very highly in himself. In order for this to go flawlessly, we maybe um, I don't know. I don't want to look like cowards, but I think we need to pretend that we are giving up. Um, Now, but I do believe this is a part of strategy. I think we need to put pride aside when it comes to a battle 6-1, my king.
Some
Yeah,
intellect is stronger than our brawn.
My friend Electo here has he was trained in a war college and he has access to arcane magic. Um, he will be able to take out large groups of the army of Wateran. I think the best way to do that would be to position him on top of the walls. Uh, Anybody who can fight down below, hiding in buildings, alleyways, anywhere where we can hide a horse and a pike. And as soon as he walks in, Electo, starts with the barrage of magic, and we run in and try to kill Maxius then and there. I don't think we'll be able to fight him one-on-one. He will throw everything at the wall in order for this to work. He will spare no man in this battle.
If
Yeah.
any of my knowledge, sorry,
No,
I
go
was
ahead.
just to say, if any of my knowledge of Al-Qadimi's war fighting techniques can be of use to you, I would be happy to consult as well.
Well, let's like you had said, the character knows more than the player and all that. So let's roll the character's intelligence and just see what he can all remember from his strategy and tactics.
Shall I roll
Okay.
persuasion to see
Uh,
if sorry, go ahead, Carrie.
can I cash in my inspiration to get an advantage on this roll?
Yes, absolutely.
Sweet. Okay, and just an intelligence check, right?
Yes.
Sorry
Kinda
about
like
that,
to.
guys.
Oh, no worries.
It's okay.
And gal, sorry.
All right. So, yeah, Electo, you happen to remember that there's this certain maneuver from some famous battles and everything where uh, basically you get the enemy's um, heavy cavalry and heavy infantry, the people all wearing the heavy armor that don't have you know good dexterity saves, and you blast the holy hell out of them with fireballs and other reflex dexterity save spells, um, and then you have uh, your archers and all of that, like, kind of kill box them some more, like peg off all the ones that
Mm-hmm.
survive your initial blast while you just kind of work your way through, taking out all of the heavy armor wearing guys. And then, without their heavy infantry and their heavy cavalry, they should be, pretty well weakened in order for your guys' heavy cavalry and all of that to make a attack. So you're able to lay out like a really good, tactically sound strategy here. But then, yeah, Arn, you were saying that you wanted to roll persuasion in order to convince the king to upgrade your lordship to heir to the kingdom, so that there was no more confusion over whether or not Maxius would be able to claim it upon his death.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say that, but
No, I know, I know.
I was gonna say I want to convince him that he. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't have a very like good peg on the king. I don't know if he's very very prideful. I mean he's survived long enough. Been through a lot of wars and still stayed independent. So I don't think he's too dumb. But I do want to try to convince him that
He needs to name an heir, have a succession in plan.
no. We were just joking. That was
Oh.
just a joke. Yeah.
Not you,
We,
but just have a succession plan in place and
That's
name an
true.
heir.
I mean, in case he dies, right? I mean, but I assume that's protocol, though. I assume he'll do all that, get all that signed, all the paperwork done that way, in case anything happens. But anyways,
Well,
well,
I do want to say though, if we don't necessarily want to skip over that, if he thought that doing one-to-one combat in public with Maxius is a good idea, he may have a bit of a pride element where he's like, "Well, I'm definitely not going to die."
yeah, I was gonna get there.
He sounds like an idiot. Does he
I
have
mean,
a background in fighting?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he's a
King
warrior.
Longpike, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's kind of old now, but this dude's been in wars. He's King Longpike. He's so the people of Lingen. I know you don't know, but when we came earlier, the people of Lingenberg every year have a festival where they celebrate like the strength of their town, of their nation, because they've stayed their own territory through like the changing of the wildlands and all the area around them. They've been able to keep their nation strong. Which is he does sound. I assume he'd be prideful. He's a warrior. You know, any warrior spends a lot of time, loving themselves. So I assume he thinks he's strong enough to take him one on one, but I just don't think that is the soundest
Well,
play.
yeah, there's no telling Maxius won't fight fair, probably.
He won't. Yeah, he will not.
It,
So that's why I wanted to persuade him to go along with our maybe more sound plan.
if he even agreed to the fight to begin with.
That's true. He probably won't even agree to the fight, my king. Like he's a dirty, dirty man. He holds no respect for tradition.
Tradition.
So I'm gonna roll persuasion, and even if it doesn't, persuade him to listen to me and do exactly what I say, it'll at least kind of get him to hear me out.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration point, and I'm gonna roll with advantage here. 22, baby.
Oh, yeah. So, he says, that cowardly snake. If he will not face me, then everyone will know that he is nothing but a coward.
How about we combine to the two plans? What if we trap him and his frontline army inside the walls of the city? We come out and we force him to duel you, and if he disagrees, then we commence the battle.
Yes. Well, I mean, your servant with the bald head there definitely made some good points, although I wasn't really listening to him because he's kind of like a peasant. But, no, that's not true. Electo does come across as a warrior, but, like, not.
He's not very he's more
Not.
like a grower than a shower, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
You can just say I have an accent. It's fine.
yeah. I mean,
You're not from around here. Yeah.
look, the ad couldn't say no Portuguese, but
Yeah.
no Portuguese.
So I like I do say like Electo's very adept at area of effect spells. He has taken out large masses of men before.
I do think, my king, you should be well and truly away from the fighting. There are forces which even we do not understand that have been somehow, trying to assassinate all of these important wards. I think that risking your life in any way would be foolish at this course.
We need to protect the strength of Langenberg, and you, my king, are at the at the base of that.
You are the strength of Langenberg.
And without you, there is no army of Langenberg. We need you to live. And you don't have an heir, but you do have, your uncle. But I do think you will continue to keep Langenberg strong. We need somebody like you alive. And Maxius, he's vengeful. He will not take lightly to the fact that you are challenging him in front of his army. He will play dirty tricks. He's a liar,
All
a
right,
schemer.
so Arn, although you did like the bulk of the work there, Electo had the best line, so Electo gets a point of inspiration.
Ooh, what was my best line?
You are the strength of Langenberg.
Cool.
So, Arn, you did all the heavy lifting, but Electo kind of ninja'd your loot there.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell him. My father always told me that a true warrior needs no sword to fight.
That's very true. You can use a pike.
You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. And so no, you guys do a great job, and he's definitely, listening, but like he has a lot of pride, and so at the end of the day, he balks at the notion of hiding behind, anyone or anything. If Maxius wishes to take his crown, he can, take it from his bloody head.
Well, and make it all the harder because then he can't even find your head to cut it off.
Yeah. Well, still.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
You can hide in plain sight. You can come out right afterward.
I can't hide in plain sight. I'm not a ranger.
Ha ha.
So, yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. Is there something, specific that you guys need or
So so this is out of character. This is me to you. Am I
Mhm.
getting the impression that he does not? Because this is super important. Like I need to be very
Yeah,
blunt. Like we need
right.
to know. Am I under the impression that he does not want to let Maxius walk in and then we sack him in the
No,
city?
yeah, he's okay with that.
Oh, okay. I was just confused with what you
He's
were telling
he,
me.
he's gonna challenge him though.
Okay, but so we are combining the two. We're gonna
Right,
trap him in the city and then force him to battle.
right.
So how do we stop Maxius from his Maxius army from entering the walls as soon as we trap him in within the city?
Well,
Are we
Electo's
gonna have another army on the outside of the wall defending the walls? Because I'm assuming they're bringing catapults, they're bringing
Well,
trebuchets, they're
if
bringing
if you have an army outside there, there's no way he's going to go inside.
right.
yeah. So I think the only thing would to be to man, I don't know, because they're obviously bringing like
It,
battering rams, right? They're gonna
Well,
break down the walls.
if we can, okay. So I didn't want to do all this, but uh, since you guys seem not stuck per se, but just like maybe asking for just a little bit of guidance, I'll give you a little. So if you guys can convince the rebels to come and help and can clear out the sewers and make sure that they're safe, then the rebels can hide in the sewers, and you'll have an entire army of rebels at your disposal that will be able to spring up from the sewers uh, once the gates are closed, so that they don't see any signs of the army just like fully assembled and ready to fight and all of that.
Mhm. They're distracted with the rebel army, and
Well,
then they
No,
yes. So the rebel army will get complete surprise because they won't know that they're there.
mhm.
And then so they spring out from underneath the sewers and attack the army that's trapped inside. Now the army that's trapped outside, you're going to have to hold off with what little defenders the city like can have as like its presence without raising suspicion. Well, the rest of the army that will be fully mustered and assembled but camped nearby, comes as swiftly as possible. Couple hours.
Gotta find Big
make
John then.
Yeah,
So
you guys
we
got to
know
go
where he
find
is.
Big John. Yeah.
He's in the forest right above Nazar Kut or Nazar
Yep.
Root. So I mean, and I'm assuming he remembers us. We did help him leave Benhemia. We helped
Who
him
could
escape. So
forget Arn
yeah, not a lot of people.
and Electo?
So okay, yeah, I was gonna bring up the people to him. If he was like dead set on finding him one on one or like army to army, but yeah, that's so. Are we saying? Because I'm just having a trouble figuring out how we're splitting the troops again. Where so the people on the inside of the wall helping us are going to be the rebels, and then
Yes.
the actual army is gonna make way, like is gonna start marching behind Waterrand's army basically, and then we kind of like pincer them.
Right.
Is that what's happening? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I agree with that. That makes total sense. That makes okay. So we just need to confirm that we will be getting this backup army.
Right.
Because it is a lot of people. It's like, I mean, there were a lot of people that fled.
Several hundred. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, several hundred people. So that's not a joke. Um, okay, I mean, my king, I have connections with this rebel group. I know their leader. we will be setting off tomorrow in order to make contact with the rebels in order to convince them to join our plan. I assume they will gladly assist in a dethroning of Tyrant Maxius.
Yes, the tyrant must be deposed. Sic semper tyrannis.
All right. And is meeting adjourned? I mean, I think Riggs, Electo, you guys think we should say anything in the war meeting? Because I think that plan works.
No, and it's not. A lot of it's going to be out of our hands, anyways. So it's just easier to focus on the parts we're going to play, because you don't want to be backseat driving the whole military.
Yeah, I think this just takes a little bit more deliberation than what are our normal plans, because this is literally like the apex of whatever has been going on in our story. Like, this is us finally killing Maxius. Hopefully,
I think less is more with this guy.
yeah.
Yeah, let him do his thing, and we'll just make sure when Maxius arrives that we pounce on him. It doesn't really matter what they do in the end.
Do we really care about him that much? Like,
Yeah,
our
dude.
goal's Maxius, right?
Yes, but Arn is a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He
Arn got a horse too.
Yeah, I got a giant warhorse. By the way, I'm picking the biggest warhorse to have.
Of course.
Yeah, something that like actually looks.
What color is the horse?
Probably like black and white.
Oh, like a spotted?
Kind of. He has like I would say black with like white hair around the hooves and on the head.
Oh, I got you. Oh, yeah, okay.
Not like a Clydesdale, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that, a big warhorse.
Nice.
So about caring about the town, yeah, guys. Like, I mean, I know we constantly do, questionable things, but Arn, all in all, is a good guy, and he's gonna help these people retain their independence. There's no way he's backing down. If you guys don't want to be a part of the war, you guys can leave Arn. He's gonna stay and try to defend this town. This is the last bastion of freedom in Benhemia, guys.
Yeah, I don't think Riggs would care. Like, he's more into the overarching plan.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't want to do what we're doing, then you guys gotta
But
speak up to me and
no.
tell me.
I think he'll go with the flow.
Okay. I mean, I know you guys aren't here, but Zane, Logan, you guys have any inputs, any disagreements?
No, I think it's good. We go focus on finding the guy we got to get, and let them worry about where the actual pieces are on the board, right?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I mean, kind of metagame here, but if Langenberg has been like this for that long, they've got a very good army. They know what they're doing. As far as that, I don't think we need to try to master plan two battles of two armies. I think what we need to do is be as helpful as we can with everything else. So if we're going to get extra help trying to recruit other people, or we're doing some, some stealth missions or stuff like that, I think that would be our role in this.
Yeah, I that's kind of what I was getting at. Is like,
Yeah.
if Maxace is the goal, then we should be like the special ops team trying to take him out in the middle of the war.
Right.
Yeah, that's why we're going to be on the inside of the walls, and
Yeah.
where.
Well, that's my whole thing. Is like I don't understand. No, nobody's going to open their walls up to let an army in. That's the worst thing you can do. I mean, unless you're going to blow up
Yeah.
your city, you want that. You want they built the walls in the city for one reason and one reason only, to keep people out. So I don't
Yeah.
understand the logic behind opening up the doors and letting somebody in.
He has to have a good reason to come in the doors.
Right. And
when you sue for peace, you're basically like we already said, he's essentially surrendering to him.
Right. I mean, I didn't hear that part because I was offline. But
oh, that's right. Yeah,
I mean, I just said it doesn't make any sense that.
Yeah. So the plan is that he's going to sue for peace by signing over the succession, saying that when he dies, Maxius becomes king. And so yeah, he's essentially surrendering and opening up his gates to allow Maxius to come in and be like, yeah, that's right, I'm now, king of all Benhemia, prince of Langenberg, etc.
Yeah, but my point is even if all that takes place, why would he walk in alone?
Right. He would
He's
still
not going to
come.
walk in alone. He's going to
Right.
walk
Yeah.
in with his army.
Right. He's gonna walk in with
Yeah.
his army. He's gonna expect everybody there to be unarmed, even if people are jumping out to try to kill him. They're still going to be face to face and that sort of thing. I mean, y'all do what y'all want to do. I apologize. The plan just doesn't make any sense for me on that end. It seems like we're trying to do the exact opposite of what every military tactician would do.
Oh, well, hold on. I will address this real quick. We are talking about medieval times, which you need look no further than the Revolutionary War, which is far past medieval times, to still find plenty of examples of generals who would have to, either open up their fort to allow the conquering general inside to surrender to them, or would have to go out before the conquering general's army and surrender formally that way.
Right.
Either which way, it was, like you said, something that nobody would do anymore, but they did it all the time back then.
Yeah, but usually those things were after a lot of bloody battles and things like that. It wouldn't be just walk up, okay, I surrender. Somebody's gonna go, that smells funny.
Well,
Yeah, it was
when
past
when
that. The
when
other side of it is
Well,
where's the
remember,
rest of
Lady
your army?
Angelica is
Where's
going to basically tell Cromwell that it's all ready to go and they can just walk in, right?
That's the whole that's the whole point of
yeah,
the plan.
there's the
Otherwise, Lady Angelica did
surrender.
nothing
Yeah,
less than
there's the surrender missive and all of that. But you also might have missed, Zane, that Benhemia Water ran outnumbers Langenberg 6 or 7 to 1.
I got you.
So
So it wouldn't be like unheard of for a tiny town to be like, whoa, and just give in if they saw an army of that size. Is that kind of what we're thinking?
Yeah,
yes.
okay, fair enough.
Yes. So, and I don't want to shut down, these kinds of questions. I want to make sure that you understand, where my logic is coming from on all of this, because I never want to have some kind of contrived story. Like, if you disagree with the logic that I think, makes sense, by all means, question it like this.
Well, no, it's not you. It's not you. It's the party. I'm just going over it with the party. It has nothing to do with you as DM. It's your game. It's kind of out of our hands what the other people are doing. So you're making up the story. It has nothing to do with you.
Oh, no, no,
So
I
you know what I mean.
just, again, you weren't
Yeah.
connected for a little bit there. So,
Right.
I'm just making sure that it's clear that, like, this is basically Long Pike's plan, with as much of Arn persuading him to, like, not just Long Pike just wanted to just challenge Maxius, and Arn's like, well, we should definitely, like, trap him into it at the very least, and
Okay. Fair enough.
so like, they kind of combined plans here, to where, if Long Pike gets his way and Maxius will just duel him, then whatever. But obviously you guys don't think that's going to happen, and so I don't think I'm, spoiling too much when I say
No,
that
it's
that's
okay.
probably not going to happen. But then you guys have the backup plan of having the rebels, the freedom fighters, be able to, attack the army while being basically ninjas, hiding in plain sight, as Electo said. Uh, you know, um, so you guys will have your plan, mostly in place, and then, just to let you know why anybody thinks that Maxius is going to just walk in, it's because he's getting everything he asked for.
And
Yeah,
remember, Zane, that
everything was
we
falling according to the plan. Like everything was perfect.
Okay. Fair enough. Look, fair enough.
he has no.
You know what? Yeah. You don't have to explain it to me more. We can keep going. It's fine. Keep going. I don't want to take up too much time discussion. We're wasting playtime, so
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah. Okay, so I guess that, leads us then to, we pretty much have the plan. And by the way, you know not Zane, since it was more out of character, but Zane is correct that you don't have to like micromanage the war efforts. You'll be given, your assignments and can focus on that rather than, having to like try to help too much with like individual placements of all of the troops and all of that. Uh, so, don't worry too much about that. Although certainly your characters can be involved in the planning of it, as far as like rolling, your persuasions and your intellects and all of that in order to impress the king and gain favor that way, which you certainly have so far.
Yeah, I don't care about positioning the people. I just wanted to get the plan straight, guys, so that we know
Yeah.
what we're doing
Yeah,
when the day comes.
I'm
No,
just
this
gonna
this
roll
was this
what
is
we
more
have
of a
to do though.
this is more of a DM note on like when you're running big battles like this. Like, I'm not going to be focused on what's happening with the macro picture, as far as like, all of that. That's going to be more or less cutscened,
Yeah,
and we're going to just focus on the micro picture of what you guys are doing.
of our little skirmish inside the walls.
Exactly,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
I get it.
Yeah, and saying,
Yeah,
don't worry, we're gonna have a way to, like, if you want to come up with one, you can figure out a way to get away too. If everything goes to shit, that we can still get out.
Yeah, you can just run away and leave everybody to die like you did with Dragos.
hey, he
We'll
told us
just
to.
have
He told
horses
us.
ready, and if we have to,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That
He told us save yourselves.
I
That
know.
was really hard for me to run away. All right, that was a big moment.
And as DM, I more or less forced you guys to do it because that's what the story, quote unquote, called for. But yeah,
No, it was a good moment.
it was. It was.
Yeah.
yeah, he flew ahead. That's what he wanted. So
Yeah.
that's what he
Uh,
wanted.
so yeah. We got pretty much everything in place here. What do you guys want to do now, as far as advancing all of this, or not? I mean, you could
Hmm.
certainly.
Well, we still got to deal with the dwarf.
Yeah. Well, that's what I
Yeah.
mean is like, are they headed back to the ship, or are they doing something else?
Well, yeah. I mean, let's go back to the ship because we know They went to the ship, and then after we collect them, we can go check out the fucking estate that I got. Are you
So,
guys down with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
so as you guys walk on board the ship, there's like one sailor kind of like half drunk, half asleep on the deck, and everybody else is below deck, passed out.
Is it evening now?
No,
Oh,
everybody's just having a midday nap because Zane had the idea to have a drinking contest, and so everybody had a drinking contest, and Zane and Logan had the individualized drinking contest because everybody else couldn't even keep up with them initially, and then so it
Hmm.
just came down to them to.
All right. So I mean, we reconvene at
Let's
the ship.
yeah,
Hello.
let's check on the dwarf.
Yeah.
So
Let's go look for Gray. I mean, Zane and Logan.
as you guys make your way down into the upper hold, um, you find all the hammocks and makeshift mattresses that the sailors sleep on, and well, sailing the seas. And Zane is kind of like half in a hammock, but then like his face is on the floor, and so like his lower body is in the hammock and his upper body's kind of half twisted out of it, and his face is just on the floor with like a puddle of drool just right there.
Uh, is I go up to Zane and I kind of give him like a little shake, see if he wakes up.
Huh?
Can you hear me, Zane?
Sure.
Did you guys drink too much again?
What? Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna put my hands on him and I'm gonna cast lesser restoration so he kind of sobers up a little bit.
Instantly he sobers up like you just splashed him in the face with uh, coffee and dumped ice water down his throat,
Can you get my face,
or the reverse, whatever.
or you get my face off the wood? Help me up. Help me up.
I pick you up.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
So what happened here? Everybody's passed out.
Man, we had a great time last night.
Last
These
night
are my
was a few
these are
hours
my
ago.
people. These are my people, man. We just had a little drink, had a little fun.
Where's Logan? Is Logan anywhere near here?
I lost him last night. He left his stuff here with me somewhere. Yeah, he's gonna go beat up the dwarf. No,
It-
sleep with the dwarf.
He said he
I
was
don't
gonna go
know.
sleep with the dwarf.
I don't know, man. They had whatever.
All right. Well,
Check on the dwarf.
let's go down to the hole.
You guys go
The hold.
down to the hold, the lower hold, the main hold, and you walk past barrels of, rum and fresh water and, vinegar. Is that what they use to pickle stuff? Yeah.
Yes.
And so you walk past, all of that, and bags of like flour, and other grains and stuff like that, and salt, and just all the stuff that the sailors need in order to survive on the seas. And then you make it to the, brig part of the hold, and sure enough, there's Logan, uh, his very Oriental style robe is kind of half open, and although you guys can't see anything, like it's just that thing where like your dad comes walking down in his robe and it's just like no, this is no. And so
Nice.
you
I
know
kind of. He's
go
just
ahead.
laying there.
Yeah, but he's in the cell with the dwarf with the door closed, and
Yeah, I'm out like a rock too.
and
I'm just down
and,
to the wood.
and he thought he was being smart, so he locked the door behind him and threw the key down into the like there's like a little like sewage like passage like part underneath the hold,
Oh no.
and so like the keys are just like in some mucky, watery, gross part of the ship, and he's locked in the cage because he was so drunk when he went in there that like that's what he figured was the
He's
safest
like,
and
I
best
got a
way.
great idea. I'll
Yeah,
lock myself in here.
yeah.
I kind of go up to the bars. What's the dwarf doing? Is he knocked out too? Is he asleep?
No, the dwarf is grumbling about how this drunkard comes in here reeking of good alcohol and not a drop for him.
How long has he been here?
He's been snoring and farting in my face for the last 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
I kind of like bang my sword against the bars and like to wake up Logan.
Is there alcohol around?
Yeah, there's alcohol everywhere down here.
Yeah.
Remember?
So Riggs grabs him a drink and gives it to the dwarf and says, "Shut up."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm up. I'm up. Don't worry.
Logan, what are you doing in there?
Well, I was planning on talking with them, but then I just kind of took a rest.
Can you come out?
Can I get out? Is it? Oh, man.
Yeah. Can you come out? And do you like reach for the door and try to open it and it's locked?
Yeah, you can make a key, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You can just make a key, dude. That's like your thing.
It takes like an hour to build shit. I'll just try to pick it with my
Yeah,
nothing. My fingernails.
he you left all of your stuff behind, but then you remembered that you always have your chopsticks tying up your hair,
In
and
the prison wallet.
and you just bust out your chopsticks and just click 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 and open the door goes.
Okay,
So
okay,
what are
guys.
you
So
doing with
I'm
this
gonna.
guy?
Oh, go ahead. I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, what are you gonna do with this guy?
With the dwarf.
Yeah. I'm just gonna fix myself here. Hold on.
Yeah. So I think we should discuss this at my new. I don't know how to say this. My new manor.
You have a plot of land.
Well,
What?
so I kind of I kind of fill them in on the war council and I show them my new coat. I mean, you guys can tell as soon as Arn goes in there, his like old like dirty like green coat that he always wears, his cape. He replaced it with this like new beautiful like blue and silver. I posted it in the Discord so you guys can look. He looks like way different with his new cape. And he says that he was knighted at the meeting that we were at because of what we did to help
Zane just
the king.
starts laughing.
And I keep speaking through your laughter. And anyways, I have a manor. We have a manor. And a lot of land, a whole hectare, whatever that is.
It's 100 acres.
Holy shit, we got 100 acres, guys. And by the way, I get the taxes of the civilians that live in my area.
Nice.
So we kind of came up pretty well in this city. Do you guys want to go check it out? And then I'm sorry, dwarf man, we're gonna leave you in here for one more night. We
No,
need to
no,
just.
bring him with us.
Do you
What's
trust
your
him
name?
enough?
Well, if he runs, he runs. What's your name?
Didn't I already tell you my name? Oh no, that's right. I lied to you guys. Uh, uh, my name is Great Mane.
Great Mane.
Yeah.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go check out my man's new threads and his new house. I know you're looking for a crown. We've got a little bit of business to handle, but I tell you what, once you come with us, and we'll give you some food and give you a drink, and you're not gonna be chained up, and we'll try to help you get that crown back. What do you say?
Go ahead and roll for persuasion with advantage.
What's my persuasion at? Shit. Sorry. Give me a second. There it is.
And you get advantage because you're offering him to not have to be in the kennel. You know. Yep. So he says, well, anything's better than sleeping on this moldy hay another night.
You'll get a warm bed and some food and a lot of drink. How's that sound?
It sounds a lot better than the farts your friend's been letting off all day.
He drinks a
I'll,
lot of
I'll
beer.
agree with you on that.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm sorry. We got off on the wrong foot. Large Maine. I'm sorry. Great Maine.
Great Mane.
Great
Maine. Yeah,
We
we got off
just
on the wrong foot. We couldn't 100% trust you, and now that Logan was locked up in there for 3 hours and you didn't choke him, we kind of trust you.
Well, I certainly,
thought about it.
thought about it.
He's like, I could escape.
No, you would have died if you touched me. Your skin would wither away and fall away. They'd find
That's
the
ominous.
I'd still be passed out.
Good
Yeah, man.
lord.
Spells aren't affected by drunkenness. There's no exhaustion doesn't affect your spells.
That's true.
All right, let's head over. So I have like this like scroll with like a keychain and like an address. So I'm like, all right, let's go here. How far is it away from outside the city? Is it pretty close?
Well, I mean, if you want, I'll pull up the map again. But Langenberg's pretty small, like all
Yeah.
things considered. The furthest thing away is like maybe 2 days ride. Like
Mhm.
not even a day.
I'm hoping it's somewhere like maybe just a few hours hike, like somewhere a little bit.
Yeah,
close.
well, when it comes to, most things really close to the main city, like that's considered like prime land and all of that. So yours is a little bit further off from the city than just like, oh, it's a nice little stroll. But if you take the river uh, down, no, you know what? I'm gonna put your land up.
Nice.
If because you guys gotta head north, so I'll kind of two birds with one stone this.
Perfect.
if you take the river up and then right on the border of Langenberg and New Eglia is your little hectare of land.
All right. So we get off the boat and I can see the
Oh,
little.
oh, hold on. You guys let Captain Cutthroat know that you want to take the boat up the river
Yep.
towards your new hectare of Brynwolf Castle Brynwolfstein.
Okay. Yeah. We tell who's Gray. I mean Zane. You tell Cutthroat she likes you more. Oh, I guess Rig should. You worked with her.
No, she doesn't like
Yeah,
me.
I'm gonna give
Oh,
her a
okay.
platinum coin.
She thinks I'm an idiot, I think.
All right, so I guess we just kind of tell her like so we have this new place to crash. It's up north. Can you take us there?
So
You guys can sleep there too. I
his
have enough space for you.
his land is on the river.
It kind of.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a pretty good spot here.
Okay.
I'm
Well, I
I'm
mean,
assuming the guy who owned this last probably died, and they're like, oh, we need a new lord.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I would say that we get Cutthroat to just sail the boat up, and she can just moor in the river or anchor dock, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Unless I mean, because she's basically just there with us waiting for us to finish, correct? Like
Well,
in
we
other
had
words,
paid for
we've
two
hired her,
weeks,
so
right?
she's
Yeah, we
working
paid
for
her a
us.
lot of money
Yeah.
to do
So
that.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I'm not giving her money all
I'm
the
sure she
time.
wouldn't mind going up the river and camp, not camping, roughing it, but instead of being docked somewhere and paying a dock fee.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, no
So
taxes, I tell her, and
yeah.
so you can come up. All right, yeah, let's go there and see what my new digs are. Oh, I mean, does she agree? Of course.
Of course.
All right, let's go. Head north.
And so as you guys are, in the boat and headed towards um, the new, you know, digs.
I'm still huge. Damn it.
Yeah, you are.
How long does that last for?
Isn't it only an hour?
Yeah, something like that. I have to look it up.
You have to shrink yourself.
All right. And then so as you guys are heading up the river, you kind of pull off to a little rest area so that everybody, rowing and all of that can get a bit of a rest.
Yeah, and then you guys can just stay here, and I assume we'll just hike the rest of the way.
And as you guys are about to do that, suddenly a giant creature uh, comes swimming up through the water and
Brushes up against the boat.
I was hoping for a goblin.
Just a goblin comes out of the bush with like a
yeah,
dart gun.
and kind of rocks the boat, and you guys have to all roll dexterity saves to see if you get like knocked out of the boat.
All right, everybody roll it. Oh wait, everybody gets before you. Oh, never mind. Everybody rolled already. I was gonna say add 3 to your roll because of my ability. I add +3 to everybody saves
Yes.
within 30 feet of me.
Yes.
So I already rolled, so is that an 18?
Yes.
Dex save.
Being that I'm a sailor and would have sea legs, I get advantage on this roll.
Yes.
0.5.
Okay, we all did pretty well, except for Electo. Yikes.
Yeah. So Electo, you get knocked off into the water here, and everybody else is okay. And now everybody can roll initiative. Goldrucky gets knocked off too. So
Oh no. He's gonna get
Goldrucky
swallowed.
and Electo are knocked into the water.
Wow, these new dice are doing well for me. Goldraki Greatmane.
All right. And Electo, spluttering and covered in seaweed, you rise from the water. You can stand up in the water level where you're at, but it is up to your neck.
Okay, so I what was that? And so I kind of look around. Do I
I guess it's
see?
difficult terrain, right?
It is difficult terrain, yes.
Do I see any obvious sign of a monster or just an animal?
Roll for perception.
You probably want to get out that water too. Don't forget. It might gobble you up.
Yeah, but I want to know how fast I need to do that.
You see the water kind of rising as if there was some kind of creature on the other side of the boat, but you can't tell what it is. A turtle or fish or
We have encountered giant turtles before, so it wouldn't be out of the imagination.
right.
Okay. Can I pull myself up into the boat with a strength check, maybe?
Yeah.
For athletics?
Well, yeah, you can use athletics to pull yourself up or just strength.
Chad.
Yes.
I don't think my initiative roll's got the jack of all trades and my
You
charisma
have
modifier.
to add that before you roll. If you go to your abilities actions tab, it's on there. You got to make sure you add that before you roll.
Okay, gotcha. No problem.
Yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to delete them from the combat tracker or not, because it would re-roll all their hit points if I did.
Okay, we'll just skip them over, right? That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Don't forget about Susie. Is Susie on the
Yes.
boat with us? She is. Okay. She is a great member to the party.
Yes.
She breathes fire, so we need that.
Alrighty. Did I get up into the boat?
So Electo, you go to pull yourself up into the boat, but your waterlogged armor and
Robes.
and feet being in the muck makes it a little hard.
Drat. Okay.
And so you are kind of hanging over the side of the boat trying to pull yourself in.
Okay, and I say, Arn, help me up. My turn thing doesn't want to work.
Suddenly, a giant eel-like creature with a huge mouth opens
What the fuck?
opens up its mouth and tries to and tries to bite Riggs.
Oh shit, Riggs. This is gonna be a Logan all over again. Wait, is he bigger than huge? Is he gigantic? What size is he?
He's huge.
Oh, large is one up. Never mind. Yeah, he's huge. Which is still gigantic. That thing's huge, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And
He's bigger than the boat.
and missing Riggs with his bite, he turns to Arn and moves in and tries to bite Arn.
If he leaves Riggs attack of range, can Riggs get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, but I'm not. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm still in the squares.
For my image, are you kind of like is your like belly kind of on the boat?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like you
nipping
see,
at us?
you
Yeah.
see, if you scroll in, you can see I have like arms.
Yeah, it's
Like
gross.
yeah, I'm not like just a fish. I'm like part like monster here.
You're like a catfish beast thing.
Correct.
By the way, Gooch. Who names your kid Gooch?
Goonch.
I don't like it.
Oh, he actually hit me. This guy's a +10 to hit. Oh my gosh. I think it's J-O.
And then okay, so and the target is swallowed if it is a medium or smaller creature.
Ah, no save.
You have total cover against attacks and other effects, and take 3d6 damage at the start of my turns, and yeah, bunch of other stuff.
So now
Okay.
I'm swallowed by you. I'm in your mouth.
Yeah, you're blinded and restrained, and you have this.
What
And
does
then,
restrained do?
restrained is just 1 second. Okay, so restrained speed becomes 0, and you can't benefit from any bonus to speed. All attack rolls have advantage against you, and all of your attack rolls have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saves.
Okay. So I can still attack on my turn. That's good.
Yes, you can attack in order to try
With
and cut your
disadvantage.
way out, but you will have disadvantage.
Got it.
All right, so you guys watch as this giant eel-like body with a catfish-like head and arms bigger than Arn's swallows Arn down into its gut. It takes it a little bit longer though, because Arn isn't quite medium. You know, he's medium plus, and so like the goonch kind of, you know, like gags him down.
Well, that's good. Maybe we can kill it quickly.
9 damage at the start of my turn. Okay. Good thing. As a paladin, I resist that. That's good. Okay. Let's go ahead. I can't target it because I'm blinded. So
Well, you're.
Be kind of hard to miss either.
I was gonna say you also can't not target it because you're inside it.
yeah, I was just saying for the game, like for the dice, because I'm
Oh,
not gonna have a
oh,
target.
oh! Are you literally like blinded right now? Oh, look at that. Yeah. Okay. Let me target him for you.
Yeah, I can't see anything. I'm just gonna flail basically.
There you go.
Okay. Here we go. First swing with the longsword. Oh wait. Can I cast a spiritual weapon inside of him?
Yes.
It's a space that I can see, and I guess I can. Technically, I can't
Oh,
see.
oh no. Yeah. Yeah.
Floating spectral within range. So you create a
Because you're
floating
blinded, so you can't
spectral
see
weapon
with
within
space.
range that lasts for the duration until you can cast. It just says within range. It doesn't say a place that you can see.
As long as it doesn't specifically say that you have to be able to see. I'm gonna read it myself.
Yeah,
Just give me a second.
I read it out for everybody else too. It says you create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again. So it doesn't say I have to see anything.
Yes. But you would still need line of effect, line of sight to the space within range.
Okay, let's not do that then.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that's how that would work. That's the ruling I'm going to go with for now, since we only have limited time left in this session. But I will do some, looking up of what Colville and some others have to say about that.
Got it. So I have this ability called Guided Strike. So since I have disadvantage, I'm gonna use my Guided Strike as a bonus action, which gives me a +10 to my attack roll. So
Okay.
I'm doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That way I probably hit this thing. And I'm going to pack well, I guess I don't need to put a smite until I hit. So let's go ahead and roll. This is the first hit. Oh, come on.
Oh, that's bad.
God, come on. Anything but a 1, right? Okay. That's only the first hit. I still have the second hit. Let's go. No, another 1? Is that true? Oh no, it's a 4.
No, it's a 4, but
Wow. All right. I do nothing. That's my turn. Oh my god.
so Zane, you just watched this giant beast swallow Arn.
Like, holy shit. So I'll step up to the beast and I shall attack it with my. Hang on. With the sword, obviously.
With your spear and magic helmet?
Yeah, spear and magic helmet. Alright, so need to roll nope, sorry, get that out of there. The attack first.
Yep. Ooh. There you go. Show Iron how it's done.
All right. So now
That's
I
not
click
fair.
on all the bonuses like the sneak attack and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I look attacking them.
Sneak attack and where's it at? Booming blade. All right. And the magic. Damn,
Whoa.
nice.
Whoa, nice.
The goonch is ripped open by your golden rapier, dealing just a ton of damage that you forgot to target it with.
Ah, shit. I thought I clicked on it. Damn it! I'm sorry. Do I need to target and reroll or? All right. Let me try again.
No. Hold on.
Oh, you got it. Okay, no problem.
Okay. And then also, because you dealt 20 or more damage to it, if it takes 20 damage or more on a single turn, from a creature inside it.
Yes, I'm not inside it yet.
Yeah, never mind.
All right. And then I will use my bonus action to hit it again. All right. So the roll. Okay, that does hit. All right. And that did absolutely nothing, but that's all right. All right, and then I will I'll back up to here. And that is my turn.
Okay. Unfortunately. Oh, I do not. I do have range. No, I do not. I have 5 foot range, and so you stepped out of my attack range, and I attack you. Oh, I'm sorry. You're a freaking swashbuckler. You get to just move around all crazy all you want.
That is correct, sir.
Yeah, it took me a second to remember that. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I fly up into the air and breathe so much fire on this thing. But it doesn't take a whole lot of damage, so.
Good job though. I mean, the fire was huge. It was probably like a big cloud. It was a lot of damage. 29.
Yeah.
It looked cool.
It did. And she like flew up and, this is the first time Susie is like, I mean, she's flown, but like more clumsily, like this time she just kind of launches into the air and like a real chimera breathes fire all over this thing. Oh, I pulled myself into the boat.
All right. Oh boy, I'm just gonna soften it up right now. I'm a roll. Nope, that didn't roll. Hold on. There we go. There's one. Okay, good. At least I hit.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off.
So stabbing away at the giant goonch, you find it hard to, land solid hits. His skin is rubbery and slimy, and his giant, powerful arms and flailing mouth trying to swallow everything keeps you from just, stabbing away willy nilly.
Yeah, I was chucking spears, so they're probably not doing a whole lot.
Oh, that was ranged attacks? Oh, my bad.
It's okay. I didn't move. I'm just gonna stay right here.
I didn't
So,
know you were chucking spears. I thought you were over there stabbing away.
nope, just stay right here and throw them at the whale.
Yeah, yeah. From hell's heart I stab at thee. Riggs.
Okay. I will cast Giant's Might. Let me target myself. And is reckless attack a bonus action?
I think it might even be a free action. Like,
You have to
Yeah.
raid, though, don't you?
I can't rage because I just Giant's Might. That rage is a bonus action. I know that for sure, but reckless attack isn't saying if it is or isn't.
you can throw aside when you make your first attack. You can decide to attack recklessly. So it's a free action as part of the attack.
Okay. Well, I will reckless attack then, and I get 2 attacks. So
And you do not have to be raging. It's just you can
yeah,
just decide to do it on your first attack.
Nice.
that
Oh,
sucks.
Now you have learned a valuable lesson about attacking recklessly.
I'm too reckless that I missed.
There it is.
And I'm going to do Divine Fury on this when I do the damage.
By the way, you can be 15 feet away when using your glaive as large.
Oh, I did not know that. And can I move? Well, he gets an opportunity attack if I move away, right?
Yes.
Um, I'll move. I'll move 15 feet back.
Okay. And he does not get an opportunity attack because he already took one.
So wait, so it says I'm 20 feet away now.
Yeah, you're just need
I
to
want.
be there. There you go.
Okay, I want to be 15. Okay, cool.
Great, now I'm smushed between two titans. Let's go, Susie.
Electo, you are still in the water, although with the giant goonch tipping the boat and eating Arn, that might be the better route to just exit stage left even.
I don't know about that. Um, with me leaning over, like, because I'm kind of like halfway on the boat, halfway not,
Yeah.
can I just reach out and shoot a spell without having to get up?
Yes.
Okay.
The creature's big, remember? It's really, really big.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I will go ahead and try an ice knife.
If you ice knife him, you would be hitting Goldrucky with the cold, just so you know.
Ooh. Okay. Never mind.
Well, I mean, it's just it's just Goldrucky. Like, you know, you guys were ready to drown him in a shallow pond not that long ago. So.
Nah. Okay. I was never ready to do that. So, okay. How about this? I will use a bonus action to conjure my Shadow Blade, and I can actually throw it. I don't have to use it as a melee weapon. So I'm going to throw it.
All right. Shadow Blade. Boom. You conjure one, and you throw it at him.
One second, my thing's being stupid.
No, 19.
I feel like that was a little lackluster compared to some of the other damage some people are doing, but that's
Yeah, it's not the most damage, but you know.
All right, next turn.
The Goonch is going to try and swallow Goldrucky.
One second.
Arn, you can still feel the stomach acids burning into you as you can't see anything, but you know you are not in a good place.
All right. So we begin to roll. You can use +10. This is whether the attack hits or misses. Okay. I was just double checking the rule real quick. All right, that's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try to attack this guy again. From the inside, of course.
You can do it. You can do it.
17 hits.
No, it's just
All
one
right.
hit.
Okay.
Took you a second.
I'm gonna go ahead and put a second level smite into this.
That'd be
Um,
smart.
So all right, so I'm gonna click smite. If it gives it to the goonch,
It will. Oh no, it
okay.
won't. No, it won't. No, it won't.
All right, I'm gonna give myself smite. Once I can find it. Sometimes my page looks all crazy. Okay.
That's crazy. You ever try DMT?
No, I want to though.
Little Joe Rogan reference.
32,
Oh
33.
man, 33 damage as the Goonch finally takes 20 or more damage from somebody inside it, and therefore uh, must do this.
So what happens is oh, first let's see if I get spit up,
Yeah.
and then I want to describe what happens.
Okay. Must succeed on thing. Okay. Boom. Oh no! Ah!
Oh, does that mean I get out or does that mean I stay
Yeah.
in?
No, it's you're out.
Oh, cool. Okay, so what happens is so you guys are like firing at the gooch, and then all of a sudden you kind of see the gooch kind of like burp, kind of like hiccup, and then like a big white light shines out of his mouth, and then I like spit out back onto the boat.
Yeah, it almost looks like a superhero villain attack, where like he's blasting a laser of light out of his mouth, but instead of a laser coming out after the light shines, it's just a very wet and slimy arm
Yeah,
who hits the
yeah.
bottom of the boat and is prone.
All right, and I use half my movement to get up, and I yell, and I just charge the gooch again.
It's Goonch.
It's okay. I call it what I want.
Okay. he's getting insulted is all, so he's gonna
Yeah,
eat you
yeah, yeah.
again.
So I don't. Okay, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon above the gooch or behind it. That way, I can get some advantage.
Ah, yes.
So I do that now that. Oh, I'm blinded still. Do you think you can unblind me so I can see now?
Yes, I could unblind you. There you go.
Oh, perfect. I can see. So yeah, like right behind the gooch. The goonch. Excuse me.
Spiritual weapon. Yes, I'm on it. You wanted your sword again, right?
My wolf.
Yeah, I know.
All right, that's fine. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Okay, I'm gonna attack the goonch with my second hit. This time with advantage. And I cannot use smite this turn. It's okay. That hits for another 15. And then the wolf gets to go. Gets a little nip at its catfish butt.
Zane might be able to finish it.
I'm hoping so. I'm sorry guys, hold up. Where the hell are my level 2 spells? Oh, okay, so I have to unclick it first and then they pop up. Okay.
Oh,
All right, so this
did you spend all your
I spent it before I used it. So
Ah,
I got to use it and then click it,
yes.
you know.
Yes.
So this is the cast. That hits. I was like, wait, where did my level 2 spells go? For another 6. And then that's my turn.
All right. So Zane again will see Arn spit out and run up to the side over here and take a couple more whacks at it, looking like it's kind of rough. All right. So I've still got it targeted this time, so that's always a good thing. All right. But I don't have advantage on it, correct? Nobody's like on behind it. Kind of deal.
The wolf is.
So I do swing with advantage.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The wolf is very good at nipping things in the butt in order to give us advantage.
Yes.
So 23. All right. And so damage. Okay. All right.
Dang, this thing is a lot of health.
It does.
It is a gooch after all.
Yeah.
Definitely gooch. All right. So, and then bonus action attack with my offhand weapon. And miss.
It bounces off of his slimy skin.
All right. And then I will I'll back up again. As I always do. All right. And that is my turn. Dang, I thought I would have killed that thing.
And Susie flies over here because she doesn't want to attack directly.
Okay. Let's see what I can do here. Right here. Let's try to punch it. Oh, that didn't work. So good thing I have 2 attacks.
That blows.
You forgot your advantage too, man.
Oh, because we have a
Flanking.
flanking. Okay, here we go. Second one. There we go. Doesn't matter. I missed anyway. So for the second attack, I'll put advantage on here. Okay, that's good. Now let's see. Where are my things?
You left them with Zane.
No, I mean I'm looking at my actions here.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so let's click this stunning strike. Let's see what happens. And then drop the effect on the creature. No, I put the save on the creature first.
Yes.
Let's see if it saves. Oh.
No, 19. Get that weak ass shit out of here.
Fuck, okay. So
You tried to stunning strike me? I'm like a 30-foot eel catfish monster.
Yeah, but he's Logan. He's stronger.
okay, and I use the other point. All I have to do is distract it so that it doesn't take any actions, right, for its turn. It's
Yeah.
not so much that it's actually stunned, it's just I become its focus,
Yeah.
for example. Okay, and this.
You're gonna become my feces.
Do you not get any like PTSD about a big aquatic animal swallowing you?
No, only sharks.
Okay.
Okay, and then I have one more, my flurry of blows. Oops, what was that? No. How did I pick up words? That was weird.
It does that sometimes. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so that was my last attack. And then I can go over.
Wait, did you roll a hit on that one?
Oh, hold on. Flurry of blows, the first one. Oh, how did I skip that step? Where did the dice go? Okay, this was my last flurry of blows here.
All right, we're all good.
There we go.
Yeah. And then what?
And then I can just move back. Because I feel like Zane is showing me up here by dipping in and out of combat.
And do you have
Yeah, I have the free disengage with the
Yep.
flurry of.
Yep.
So I disengage.
That's what I thought.
All right, it's not dead. I failed.
You did.
Okay. Riggs raises his glaive and swings it at the beast and says, "Go back to Sea World." Oh crap! I forgot to hit right. Well, I guess it's.
You do not have reckless attack. Yeah,
I
if
forgot to hit it, but
yeah,
um, I guess I can't redo that. I'll do it
sure.
now.
Yeah, you just roll again.
And I guess that's it because I fucked up my first one. Okay.
That is so close.
I know if I messed up my first roll, he'd probably be dead.
Electo can kill it with a firebolt.
Electo.
Okay, so my Shadow Blade was like not that great. But he's not doing so well. So I think I am just gonna try throwing it one more time, and if that doesn't work, I figure Arn can finish him off.
It's a hit.
You can do it. You can do it.
Ooh, the damage is
Oh,
significant, and the Goonch is hurt, but he's still alive.
Drat.
The Goonch disengages, drops into the water, and disappears.
nicely done.
So now, after the battle, you guys have a moment to rest before Arn is like, "Can we get towards, my property and away from the water for a while?" And you guys all readily agree and head off. And as the sun is setting and you are looking forward to spending the night in Arn's, mansion, castle, fortress, tower,
Could be a hill.
Oh,
what does he have?
yes, yes. Okay. Something defensible. Something. So what do I
Oh,
have
wait.
going?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I was just presenting like you guys are imagining what
Oh,
what you know you could see, and as you come over the hill and can still see in the setting orange light of the sun a very, very dirt poor collection of farms and houses surrounding the crumbled remains of what was once, at its heyday, a very unimpressive fort. This,
so
go ahead.
no, sorry. I thought I was muted. Go ahead.
This small, uh, you know, village that sprang up around this fort has been ignored and in disrepair for years, but the fort itself has fallen into ruin over the course of decades or longer. You will end up having to rebuild this fort, but for tonight, you guys go and check it out and can see that at least some of the lower floors and stables are intact enough for you to house your horses and horse your houses and get some rest here at the magnificent Castle Bryn Wolfenstein. And with that, we draw to a close for this session of Dragons of Starfall. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.